class. Yeah, it's not rocket science, but it's the safest thing you got. Safest thing you got is that, but you got to meet the tool. If you don't meet the tool, it's gonna chop you up. You've got only one choice: all the way in or all the way off. Anything in the middle, in the words of my people, yam fucked. Right, so yam fucked. Right, so now we're gonna move into the meat and potatoes bit. Right, grab and stab. You saw 70% of attacks are a grab. Now bear in mind, I want to just break this down, so I don't want to oversimplify it. By leading with the empty hand, this could mean pushing me and stabbing me repeatedly. Push, stab, yeah? Keep me off balance. This could mean pulling me in and stabbing me. It could be both of those things. Push, pull, stab. All of this is terrible for me. Right. Two schools of thought. Let's get the grip on. Right. Two schools of thought. One school of thought which I don't necessarily agree with. I'm a big dude. So if I want to, I can smash into this. Boom! I can move. You grip on hard. If I move and turn, I can put two hands into it. I can get here. Yeah, I can do something with this. But most people aren't my size. Yeah, and I can't work with drills. Yeah, there's always going to be a bigger. If a dude's grabbing and stabbing me, he's probably going to be bigger than me. You'd be daft to try and do this if you were a little guy. Right. So for me, the only real viable, whether it's a push, a grab, whatever, what I find the most viable is as the stab comes in, to have one jamming the blade, jamming the arm, and one grabbing the wrist. Some people advocate this. Some people advocate this. Both have merits and benefits. This is great at slowing things down. This is great at control. So for me, to get the best of both worlds, if I do this, I've got control, but if he pulls it, yeah, pull it, wrench it, yeah, it's going to come out pretty easy. If I just do this every time, eventually one's coming through. So for me, personally, and you'll have to experiment with this for yourself, whether it's a push, a latch, whatever, I don't give a fuck. All I give a fuck about, because what, this isn't going to cause me danger. People obsess over this, they're like, this is the most important thing. No, it fucking isn't. The 12-inch fucking butcher's knife is the most important thing. That ain't doing anything. It stops me running away, but I can't run away anyway. So for me, when this grip comes on, put sinking weight over this matters. This really does matter. This is where the balls of it come in. If I don't put weight on, it will be too weak and it'll do me. I have to put every bit of weight I've got into this arm coming down and that being on here. Every bit of weight. If I don't put weight on, you'll pull it. If I do put a bit of weight on, even a little bit, it's very difficult for him to do anything.
I want to go lower.
Yeah. As soon as this happened, this is very, very, very fleeting. As soon as this happens, we play the game called My Pocket or Your Pocket. And it goes like this. I either pull it right into my pocket and maintain it. So by my pocket, I just mean pull it tight to my hip. I use my head, and then I use this strong position for stuff I'm going to show you in a minute. Or, alternatively, I've driven it into him against his waist so I can drive him, move him around. Does that make sense? The most important thing is, whether it's a grip or whatever, drop away, get that fucking on. Then immediately, because this is no man's land, this is fucking deadly. Yeah? If it's a bit closer to me, get it in my pocket. But you notice as well, I don't just bring the knife to me. This is very important. I bring me and my hip, like Shakira, to the knife. Bang! Yeah? I get that grip. If he's really strong and it starts to leave my hip, I'll allow it and drive it into him for a bit, and then I might drive it into me. Makes sense? So it's always in my pocket or his pocket. So it's jam and grip at the same time with the weight over my pocket or his pocket. Now, either way, eventually you want to get to a point where it's your pocket. Once you've got this on, it's only really against a wall or a door, bang, if I keep them strong, that my knees, bang, bang, are actually going to cause him harm. If we're in no man's land, and I start to try and knee him and he's moving, fuck all's going to happen, yeah? So I need to think, I'm safe for a couple of seconds. I'm going to use my head and work him toward the wall. Now, I can throw knees that will fucking cripple him. bash his knees in, smash his thighs in, smash his bollocks in, whatever. Yep, bang, bang. And I need to keep going until I can get to a point that maybe I can post a bit ahead. Fucking do him in here. But at all times, it's my pocket. Knees, Thai knees are wicked. I love Thai knees. I've been Thai boxing since I was about 7. Bob Spurt, Eddie Quinn. But unlike Thai boxing knees, I can't risk this blade here. So when I get him into it's only when I get him into a wall that I really have the power to leverage right into him. No man's land. I'm a big guy, he's a small guy, I'm going to try and knee him quite hard. It's not going to fucking happen. It's never going to happen. My pocket, your pocket. So to recapitulate, whether it's a push or a grab, don't obsess. Jam it and C-grip it at the same time. Rapidly then decide, my pocket or your pocket. Offensively, really, this is better. Use your head, drive them into a wall, do those knees. If you can't drive them into a wall, for some reason, there's no car, there's no bin, there's no wall, there's no nothing. Eventually, you're going to have to get to a point where you're strong on here, and the only other thing you can really do is grip a lump of fucking eyeball and fucking smash his head into the ground. It's not preferable, gives him wiggle room, but if there's really nothing, no point just throwing your knees in the air. As soon as you've got that and a decent pin, you'll notice that when I release my hand, my head becomes very important, like a second hand. You notice that? As soon as I release this arm, it's more important than ever that my head is here for just a second to feel for those eyeballs, wherever they are, tip his head back, do him, fucking smash him from here. Make sense? But that is less preferable than the control and safety of the my pocket, your pocket, and do him into a wall. Give that a go, be careful against this because the fabric's up, just get the technique of it, give it a play.